Hola. Oh, sorry. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Denise?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing, Andy?
I'm pretty good, thank you. I'm so happy to be here with you, Denise. We're gonna do an English live, so it's always challenging.
Yeah, I see you almost forget this was an English live, so
Yeah, right. I was like, hola, hola.
yeah, that's fun.
Anyway,
Well,
yeah.
welcome everyone that is starting to join us. We're gonna talk about a little bit some questions that anyone could have, or some challenges that people might be having related to BYU-Pathway, and yeah,
Yeah.
also,
Mhm.
oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Denise. Sorry, I cut you.
And yeah, we just have one thing to announce, but I guess we're gonna talk about it later, a little bit later, about
Mhm.
um, our announcement. And yeah,
Yeah, I love that. So keep an eye, stay tuned for the announcement because it's a really nice announcement. Anyways, thank you so much for the people who are joining us today. It's going to be an English live, and we're gonna be here with Dennis, and we're gonna just do a brief introduction of ourselves for the people who doesn't know us. You can start, Dennis.
okay. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my voice, but it's been really,
Right, me too. I think it's because we're nervous.
yeah, maybe. Anyways, for those who doesn't know me, my name is Dennis. Probably you've been seen Andy way before. She's doing more lives than I have done. But yeah, um, originally I'm from Bolivia, uh, but currently I live in Provo, Utah, and yeah, I'm still studying, and I have basically a year left. And yeah, that's
Wow.
most of the things about me.
So, Dennis, are you studying at Ensign College, right?
Yes, I'm
What are
starting
you studying?
college. I'm doing digital marketing, so
Oh,
it's been really fun so far.
that
And
is so nice. So, Dennis is such a great coworker because he's also from Bolivia. Hi. And now I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Andrea, but you can call me Andy. And usually I do the Spanish lives with other coworkers as well that you probably seen, like Melanie, Maggie. I don't know who else, Cami and Adela too. But we also have the French channel with Marlene and so many other channels. Anyway, I was born in Peru, but I grew up in Bolivia, so that's why I really like Dennis because he's also from Bolivia. So, yeah, that's pretty much. Tell us where are you from, guys? Just comment any flags from your countries, and yeah, that's something wonderful.
yeah, and also if you're studying in BYU Pathway, where are you studying? From where are you like doing it? I know we have a lot of diversity in BYU Pathway, so we'll be really happy to read you all messages about where you're from and where you're studying.
Yep, yep. Just tell us where you are from. And just a reminder for the people who are joining us, there's a lot of people joining us daily, so breathe. But just a reminder is that this live will be just to answer your questions. So if you have any questions about BYU Pathway, how does it work, what it is, or if you have any people on your family or your friends that wants to learn English, we also are answering questions about English Connect too on this live, but mostly about BYU Pathway. So any questions you have, just leave it on our chat down below. And yeah, um, what else can we say? Oh, look, we have best folks. Ah, thank you. That's Marlene.
Okay, it says, oh, it's going really fast.
Where is that flag from, Dennis? Nigeria. Eh.
Yeah.
Wow,
So Adisa says, I'm studying information technology from Nigeria.
that's so amazing. We are so happy for you. I'm pretty sure you're gonna kill it.
Yes. And also, I think a lot of people from Nigeria are studying that. So I think it's pretty popular there.
Yeah, smart people over there. I admire because technology is not easy. It's not easy for
Yeah,
the
I
programming and
could
stuff.
not do it.
And for the people who are just joining us right now and are wondering what are we doing, we're just answering questions. And oh, here's one question. Let's see. Wilson says, "Hi, I am from Mozambique. I will start BYU Pathway classes next week, October 27th. Yay! And I'm really excited. I will pursue applied business management through accounting. Wow, that's really nice. I'm so happy. My heart feels so happy when new students are like, I'm gonna start BYU Pathway next week.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I remember when I just did Pathway Connect. So I remember my first day, it was like really exciting, and I can feel Wilson excitement too. Hello, Paul.
Right, right. Hello, everyone. Well, we're gonna wait until more questions come. Okay, Angelina is asking, is it equivalent to high school? I'm guessing she's doing this question regarding Pathway Connect.
Yeah, probably.
The
Hope.
answer, Sorry, I was reading our behind cameras people are there. Yeah, so it is not equivalent to high school. It is most likely equivalent to pre-college, like the like in Mexico they have preparatoria, which is like college before the university. But if you didn't do any high school at all, don't worry. If you are over 18 years old and you haven't done any high school at all, you can start with Pathway Connect, which will remind you of important topics like math, writing, and stuff like that, for you to just um, relearn what people learn in high school, but in English, which is a plus.
Yes. So eldest says, my question is why they don't allow me to study in BYU, because I have taken many times to be registered, but they don't want. Why?
Oh,
Okay, let
wow.
me see if I understand well your question.
Yeah. Mm, why they don't allow me to study at BYU or BYU Pathway? Because there's
Or
a
BYU
difference.
Idaho.
Yeah, I'm just gonna briefly explain because there's like a confusion about the first three letters, which is BYU. When you guys say BYU only, we think that it's just the BYU University, which is in Provo. That one is not part of BYU Pathway at all, even though they sound similar, and it is just BYU. So we are BYU Pathway, and then there's also BYU Idaho and BYU Hawaii. We only work with BYU Pathway Worldwide through BYU Idaho and Ensign College. So if you're referring to BYU Pathway in this case, it's kind of weird that they don't allow you because we have openings in most of the countries. So either you're missing something on the application part, or you're just registering after the deadline. And that can be a big problem, right? So we recommend you sending us a message through Facebook, and we will better help you with your student ID and probably see what how can we guide you, and also give us more details on how to help you, right? If you have access to your portal, you can also create a ticket, and it is important that you only create one ticket per time, because if not, you're just gonna make the process more difficult. But I don't know, what are your thoughts on this, Dennis?
Yeah, probably if maybe he's having like some sort of problems to register. There's many ways that we can approach that, but depending what exactly is where you are stuck in. Um, it's gonna depend what you have to do, but yeah, more likely you're gonna have to message us, as Andy was saying, through Facebook, and yeah, we're gonna see a best way to help you out.
Yeah, and the better you explain your question or clarify your questions, it's easier for us to just help you, right? Okay, Dennis, you want to read this question?
Yes. He says, how are BYU-Pathway degrees perceived by international employers and graduate schools around the world? Good question. So, whenever you graduate from BYU Pathway, always you're gonna get a US degree or certificate or whatever you're doing with through our program, but always it's gonna be recognized as a US certificate, as same as if you will graduate from any other school in the US, like per se, I don't know, Harvard or same just BYU Pro Bowl or whatever like that. It's gonna be recognizable as a US certificate.
Exactly. Yeah, and I love that question because we have a lot of questions about that. Very interesting. Yeah, it is very interesting actually. They say, "Hello everyone, excited to be here from Haiti." Yay!
Hey,
Excited
you're
you are here. Hello, I'm from the don't no Democratic Republic of Congo.
yes, and I think eldest was his question about getting stuck in registration or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, eldest. Just if you also want to clarify your question on this live, we can also do that for you. But if you feel more comfortable about, okay, how can I get registered? I love that question. Okay, so if you want to get registered. Oh my gosh. Um, the first thing and the first step is to go to our website, which is BYU Pathway. There you go. Our behind cameras are fired. Um, yeah, BYUpathway.edu. Once you go to that website, it is better for you to use a laptop device or a computer. You're gonna see a yellow button that will say apply now or register now. And then if you are a member of the church, you will have to log in with your church account. If you don't have a church login because you're not a member, you still can study. So don't worry if you're not a member. You just need to register for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints to have an email. So that can work through BYU Pathway as well. And then just follow all the steps on the application. The last part is the English evaluation, which will consist in reading and writing only. So it's only 2 sections now. And if you qualify and if your English is enough, then you can continue with Pathway Connect. If not, you will continue with English Connect.
Yes, indeed. Um, I see a lot of people were asking that same question, so hopefully that was helpful for everyone.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So Paul says, so English Connect 3 is practice program to prepare you for the real lesson.
Kind of, yeah.
Kinda, it could be. It
It
depending
depends.
what are your goals actually too. Many people are in English Connect for different things. So
Exactly. Yeah. Rosario says, hello, I'm from Buenos Aires. I'm going to start Pathway Connect this year. I'm a new member of the church and I'm so excited. Oh, that's so sweet.
that's great
That's such a
news.
sweet
Welcome
message.
to BYU-Pathway Rosario.
Yeah, we're here to help you and support you throughout your blogs.
Solomon says, hello, brothers and sisters. I'm from Ethiopia to hearing you.
Oh, wow. A lot of people today, Dennis.
Yep.
Augustine says, hello, Elder Madila from Kolwezi Mission in Democratic Republic of Congo. I am so glad to be here with you. Oh, we are so glad for you to be here. So welcome. If you have any questions, just don't hesitate to leave it on the comments.
Okay, so I think the moment has arrived for our announcement. So don't forget, everyone, next Friday, which is also Halloween, we're having a devotional, which you can see through our channels, and we have a special guest for this devotional, which is Elder Bednar. So you don't want to miss that out.
Yay!
So it's gonna be really good, really exciting. I promise. Everybody should watch it on Halloween. Is a day to remember too.
Exactly, yeah. And I love Elder Bednar. I remember when he gave a devotional and he said, specifically for BYU Pathway, he said that our new place of education is in our homes. And we need to keep our place of study holy. It's not only on the university or on church, but also our homes. So I love that. Like Elder Bednar, it's a big and huge fan of BYU Pathway.
Yes.
Let's
And
see. Oh, sorry, Dennis, you can
oh,
continue.
okay. Here it says I already completed with 4.0 GPA through,
Wow.
and I am waiting for my husband to graduate from his PhD. Then I continue with applied health. Wow, that's very impressive. That GPA is really high. I don't think I can get that.
Right. My highest was like 3.8, I think.
Yeah, same for me. That's impressive. Congrats.
Congratulations. And we're so happy you're going for applied health because we don't have tons of students doing that.
Yeah, it's really rare that somebody does that, honestly.
Yeah. Paul says, and I am from Liberia, Monrovia, West Africa. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. We are connected. I have been taking the English test. Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
good luck.
Well, if you have any question, Azor, you can just put it in the comments about the English test.
Yes.
Or anything.
I realize we have a lot of people from Africa, right?
Yeah, most of our students are from Africa. Actually, it's so awesome. I love it.
Okay, so it says, as a non-US student, how can I ensure that my BA pathway degree is recognized in my home country? That's very good question. Um, it depends. I don't know how are the laws in your country, but at least where I am from, if you say that you have like a degree from the United States, people's gonna be more likely to hire you for a job, or they're gonna be like, oh, okay, so you're well prepared since you have studied in a different language, and probably the US education is way better structured than in our country. So more people will be more likely to hire you. But that's according to my experience in my country, right? So
Mhm.
in your country, it might be like a little different if like they don't like US schools for some reason. I don't know. It depends a lot what the laws or how society embrace that.
Right. Yeah, I love that. And just one thing to add there, as Dennis was saying, there's a Ministry of Education in each country, I believe. If there's like any building or anything that it's like the education minister in your country, you can just go there and ask them if they can validate your degree from a US university to your country. But most of the people that I've seen too that get a degree from BYU Pathway, um, they apply for jobs internationally. Uh, of course, you can apply in your country, but most of the people wants to apply in US companies to work remotely from home, right? So that's another option that you can do. Thank you,
Yes.
Denise. That's awesome response. Okay. The question says, I am very glad to be here with you. I am from the Democratic Republic of Congo. I am not a church member. What can I do? I love it. I love it. So good um good answer for you, my friend, because I started BYU Pathway without being a member of the church, and they didn't or never forced me to be part of the church. I just decided personally to join the church because my instructors from Pathway Connect were amazing. Brother and sister Chatterley, I'll never forget them. And you don't need to be a member of the church. You can start your degree or Pathway Connect without being a member of the church. So don't worry. The only thing is there will be religion classes. There are not avoidable. You cannot avoid them, and just follow the honor code. That's the only two things. But yeah, you guys don't need to be members of the Church of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a very good answer, Andy, and really useful your personal experience for this question, honestly.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I love BYU Pathway just because of the lessons I learn in religion classes, not even in my degree classes.
Yeah, I get that. But yes, at the end of the day, you're the one making your own decisions. So don't feel forced to do anything you don't really want to do. Or, yeah. But if you like it, I think it's a good place to start, right?
Yeah, yeah, we are a great community.
Yes. Okay. Let me see. We don't have more questions apparently so far.
Here says, can BYU Pathway graduates apply for scholarships for master's program at other university? Well, we can't assure that you can apply for scholarships. You can try. I mean, if you have good grades, it's always a good start. Like the other girl who said that had like a 4 point GPA, she can transfer to another university and do her master's and apply for scholarship, but it will depend specifically from the institution. But we, as BYU Pathway, we cannot say, yes, you're going to receive um, scholarships, right? Also, we don't do any master's programs in BYU Pathway.
Yes, that's right. I wish we do, but if you want to go further, you're gonna have to think about other schools you want to apply. And yes,
Exactly. Yeah. Also, I just want to do a shout out to our behind cameras. They're doing amazing, and I don't know. I just feel so much love for them right now.
yes, shout out to them. And yeah, they're always helping a lot. I don't know what we would do without them.
Yeah, we will be like,
Yes.
let's see.
Okay,
Mhm.
Agustin says, I have a question about the program of class. I can follow it every time to improve myself, but I don't know the program. I am registered and I am waiting for the end of my mission to continue at home. I love BYU-Pathway. This is my hobbies when I don't have to do.
Oh, that's so cute. Well, um, I don't know the program. I am registered and I am waiting for him.
I think maybe I'm wrong, but I think he's referring that he doesn't know how much left he's in the program or where he's at in the program. Maybe that's what I
Oh,
understand. But I will say to check with your mentors
yeah,
and also with your advisors to see where you're at, how many classes you have to take, and make sure also that you don't take classes you don't have to take. So you can see through that easily where you're at. But if it is your hobby, of course you can take as many classes you want. It doesn't matter if you have finished already or something like that. You can
true.
take as many classes you want or you need.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's great because people who finishes their mission, they automatically get a 25% discount of a scholarship for being a return missionary. So you will actually continue with that scholarship added to your portal once you come back from your mission.
Yep, that's right. I remember I did the same, so it's really good thing to do after your mission.
It is amazing. Yes. Congratulations, Agustin. So excited. Okay, I think we have more questions. Um, okay. Mark Agustin says, sorry, my screen. Okay. Hi, I'm from Utah. What should be next after term six? Oh, term six, yeah. So the last term is actually, yes, October 27th, which will be this Monday. And that'll be our last block, right? If you finish the three blocks that you're supposed to, like PC 101, 102, and 103, the next thing to do is enroll to your certificate classes and all the other classes that you need in order for your degree to build up. And if you have any questions regarding that, you can also ask that to your mentor. They are the best resource for students right now to any kind of questions for a fast response. But also, if you don't get any fast response, you can always send us a message through our social media. We have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and these lives, of course. So, yeah.
Yes, there is a lot of resources for you.
Oh,
Uh,
there's a continue. I think it's the same person. I think so.
it's Mark Augustine. Okay. Anyways, he says I called BYU Idaho's online program to apply, but they say they're moving all their online classes to BYU Pathway. Does this mean we can earn a bachelor's degree through BYU Pathway? That's a very
Yes.
good question.
Mm-hmm. I mean, BYU Idaho's online programs is mostly through BYU Pathway because they work together. BYU Pathway is part of BYU Idaho. And if you want to do your bachelor's online, then you will get it through BYU Pathway, but your degree will also say BYU Idaho and BYU Pathway. So it will show both of them.
Yes.
Mhm.
So here Ezekiel is saying, How is the payment? Okay, it depends a lot how much it's gonna cost where you live currently. It's not the same prices from US students than Africa students, that South America students. So uh, every single country has their own like costs. So you can check that out in our website if I'm not wrong.
Yes, you can actually check that in our website. And also, the payment is through any credit card or debit card. And yeah, it depends on the country that you are. Thank you, Dennis. I forgot about that.
Yes, I know. But also it's gonna depend too, like the credits you take, of course. Just
Yeah.
that.
Can I learn graphics design after finishing English Connect 3? That's a good question. So, the steps for BYU Pathway, if your English is not sufficient for Pathway Connect, then people will go to English Connect 3. Once you finish English Connect 3, you need to do the preferred path, which is Pathway Connect, and then your certificate, and then your associates, and then your bachelor's degree. In this case, if you finish English Connect 3 with good grades, you will automatically go to Pathway Connect, finish those 3 blocks, which is approximately 21 weeks, and then you can choose any kind of certificates. I don't think we offer any graphic design certificate or bachelor's, but you can double check in our website, byupathway.edu, to see which degrees or which certificates are related or kind of like graphic design.
Yes. Also, I'm not sure, but probably there's like one class or two about graphic design, if I'm not wrong. But just follow what Andy said. Just go to the website and check it out. We're not 100% sure, but yeah, you can
I
check it.
think it's part of it's not a bachelor's, but I think it's part of the content creation certificate or the social media marketing certificate. Uh, but yeah, there's graphic design classes, but not like bachelor's or certificates of that.
Oh, okay. Here in our behind cameras, they're telling us actually we have the certificate of graphic design. So
Okay, nice.
we
Graphic.
do.
Mhm. Oh yeah, there's a page you can take a screenshot and then visit it after the live. But we do have graphic design fundamental certificate, so that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Sorry for our mistakes. We don't know every single thing. Sometimes we used to forget some things, but yeah.
Yeah, we're
Emmanuel says, "Do BYU degree officially accepted to continue a master's degree?" Um, I think depending what degree. So if you're getting a bachelor's degree, you can continue a master's degree in some other university. So, but if you're just having just a certificate or something before a bachelor's, probably you have to get the bachelor's first to pursue your master's, if I'm not wrong, right?
yeah. No, that's actually good. Yeah. Yeah, also you you need to check with the university that you're going to do the master's degree, to see if probably they're asking or requiring any classes that you probably missed in the bachelor's, because each career is different in different universities even though they have the same name. So just double check that with
Yeah, so make sure you just reach out to the school you are wanting to go. But again, we don't offer like any master's degree, sadly. So you're gonna have to check with the other school you might want to go and start your master's degree on.
Exactly. Yeah. And then behind cameras, they say it will depend on the school that they're going, because some school will accept the courses they have taken before with us and some others won't. So yeah. And they will put the links on the screen right now so you can just have more information about that. And also, let's see if we have any more questions. But thank you so much, guys, for all your questions. As a reminder, welcome everyone. We're just answering questions regarding BYU Pathway and English Connect.
Oh, there is the website.
Yep, 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 yep. Yes, let's see. Woohoo! We're just waiting for the questions. Okay, we have
Yes.
one. Thanks. No, thank you guys. Thank you for joining and asking these wonderful questions. Ollie says, do you think it's possible to get a remote job while PC 102 and 103? Well, that's a great question. It really depends on the companies. If you put on your resume that you're currently studying in BYU Pathway and you put the skills that you're learning in PC 101, PC 102, and 103, they might consider you to the remote job, but it depends. It depends on the company. But you can add that on your resume.
Yes, and also it will depend what is the position asking for.
Mm-hmm.
If it is asking about skills that you are learning in PC 102 and 103, is gonna be more likely for them to like read more on your resume than just applying for one that it doesn't have the same requirements.
Yep,
So it will depend a lot in the contractors. So
exactly. Yep, that's true. And okay. Roast Hero says, I registered with BYU Pathway with the English Connect program, Easy English Connect 3. I wanted to start with Pathway Connect program, PC 101. I realized I can't change it. We are commencing next week. I think it continues. I don't think. Uh, well, yeah. You can't change it because it is the following step, right? After you complete English Connect 3, the following step is PC 101 and it's life skills. I wouldn't skip that or change it because life skills are very important in this um, PC 101. They teach you about basic math, um, personal financing, basically any life skills, right? They don't teach these things in other universities or high schools. Good
yeah.
luck. Good luck on the PC 101. Thank you. Morning.
Andre,
Oh, you can just put the Instagram questions. Okay.
okay. It says if I start to study in Pathway and then continue in BYU I online, then can I apply study in person in BYU Utah? By BYU Utah, I'm assuming you're saying like BYU in Provo, hopefully. Okay, so um, the question is Yes and no. It depends a lot on like what classes you're taking. It doesn't matter actually if you were in BYU online or Ensign online or not even any school that it's affiliated with us.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you get accepted at BYU, like just Provo, and as long as the classes you're taking are able to be transferred, um, you're more likely gonna be able to study in person in BU Provo. And also depending where you at. So because if you're not like in the US, you might have to apply for a visa like separately because to clarify, we do not help to get visas or things like that. So you're gonna have to do it by your own to like figure out how to get your visa or to get accepted at just BYU. So yeah, it depends a lot of the factors, but just talking about classes, more likely you're gonna be able to just transfer those credits. But as long as they're not like almost the whole degree, because
Yeah,
there's a certain cap of credits you can transfer.
exactly. Lovely. There's the link if you guys are interested in studying at BYU Pathway. You can start in January 6th. And also, we will answer one more question because we've been 40 minutes here. We usually go like only 30 minutes, but we love you so much, guys. So let's see what questions we have left to answer. And don't worry, we will be doing these lives more often, so you will have the opportunity to ask your questions. So Oli says, so you guys are saying it's solely dependent on the hirer. And if yes, BYU hires differently from others, right? Hmm,
Okay, so I think he was talking about getting hired from
a
us, right?
remote job. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it is dependent on the hirer. And if you want to apply for any job remotely, we have a resource which is called Bloom, hirebloom.com. And you can actually try and apply through that for BYU Pathway or BYU in general, I think. There's the page. It will ask you for your resume, for a video of yourself. So just make sure you have like a strong introduction of yourself, your skills. You can also learn about your resume skills in PC 102, which is professional studies. No, professional skills. There you go. LinkedIn as well. You can apply there or find any jobs, any remote jobs. But yeah, great. Okay,
Yes. Oh, also behind cameras is reminding us that our next English live it will be on November 14th. So stay tuned for that. Prepare your questions, whatever you want to discuss. If you didn't have time to prepare that, to send us a message now or something. Put in your calendars, November 14th.
exactly. November 14th, next live in English. And then don't forget, next Friday is the devotional with Elder Bednar. We also have a live on Tuesday in Spanish. We're going to have Cami with a student, and the student will just share her experience with BYU Pathway. And yeah, just stay tuned to our website. Follow us on Instagram, give us some likes there. And if you have any questions, just send us a message, a direct message through Instagram or Facebook, and we will be there. Oh, and also Monday we have a live in French at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, Utah time. So, yeah, that's all for us today. So, thank you everyone for joining us. And thank you for your questions. Thank you, Denise.
Yes, thank you, Andy. It was really nice to have a live with you and with everybody. Thanks for your questions and to always talk with us.
Thank you. See you on the next live. Bye. Have a
Bye,
great day.
everyone.